out. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First play looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Ball handed off. Powerful run into the secondary. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Makes the grab. It's Daniels. It's good for 1st down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off off and running.
Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. The Gators are on the move here. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gators. They begin to fight back for this championship game. Now the all-important extra point.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Brought down to the 42, so good job by the returner there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Miami. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Punt over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll have to throw it here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Wilson.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
He's running out of time here. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Timeout, Miami. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This time, a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to his receiver. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Play action here on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lyle. Breaking free at the 35. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
On the ground, it's Lyle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for loss.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Mays. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Inside deals now from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, nice 1st down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds his man. It's Daniels. He makes the tackle, but that's a solid gain.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Gators look to keep this drive moving. Over the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So second down after the incompletion. We're going to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Here we go. Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. The Gators trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Florida. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Miami offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play. Checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch? Picks up the first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Third down play here out of the shotgun. The sure hands. It's Moore. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Odin. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
In the red area, it's Russell. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense cannot be stopped. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Daniels. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
There's the snap. He's looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. Finally decides to take a deep shot down the middle. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep score. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. He's looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling in the faith he has in his guys.
And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. They make the stop after a huge play. Wins the ball to the 35. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Daniels. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He lets it rip. Makes the catch in space. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Miami offense back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Using his legs. It's Johnson. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. Tremendous toughness here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. That run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He finds some space.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The Hurricanes line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Trying to find room. It's Russell. Powerful running here. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The Canes trying to cash in here in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Florida, 28.
Bringing it out, it's Daniels. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Hit as he released it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down and goal.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They continue to roll up the score. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking for some space. It's Daniels. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Not huge yards, but all that matters is he catches the ball, secures it, and picks up first down yardage.
And the Gators churn out another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
They get him to the ground. It's first down now at the 28.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The Gators have first and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, and he's got it. So they convert the two-point conversion, get it back to a two-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Chewing clock with the running game. Fights off a defender. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
They'll hand it off. Breaks an open space. Picks up the first, looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a 1st-and-10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Pringle. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that completion. On the run, it's Lyle. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
They're going to run it here. Breaking ankles out there. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. And he finds his tight end for the catch. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.